Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another round of Kringle 2023 candle reviews. We're going to be tackling two more today, just like we have been for most of this week. In this video, we're going to talk about Autumn Spice, and then a little later on this afternoon, I will be uploading my thoughts on one of the country candle fragrances that is new for fall 2023. Obviously, make sure that you're subscribed. That way that video should pop up in your subscription feed if you are new to my channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I will link where you can purchase Kringle Candle in the description box down below, as well as a discount code that'll save you 15% off of these. And let's go ahead and get into Autumn Spice. All right, this is a really great blender type candle for me, and I'm going to get into what I mean by that here in a little bit. But first, let's go through the scent description from Kringle. We'll talk a little bit about all of the fragrance notes. I'll tell you what I smell, how I have been utilizing this particular candle, and we'll talk about strength and throw as well. All right, so Autumn Spice, an exclusive autumn blend of spices and yummy sweetness to create the perfect scent for watching the leaves fall. Your top notes are ground cinnamon, orange zest, and bakery accord. The mid notes are fall spice blend, crushed cloves and leaves accord, and nutmeg. The base is vanilla bean shavings and tonka bean tea. All right, so what are you smelling in here? Kringle really does include quite a number of notes in their fragrance descriptions. But really what you're getting here is basically just an amalgamation, I guess you could say, of all of the classic fall spice notes that you find in a lot of the just classic fall candles. Candles that you can find at Kringle, at Homeworx, at Bath and Body Works. So it's basically just the spice accord on its own. In terms of the bakery accord that is listed here, I don't get any type of bakery or gourmand note to this. This mostly smells to me like opening up a baking spice cabinet. My spice cabinet here, I kind of combine my savory spices alongside my bakery spices. Like I put them all in the same cabinet. So when I open my spice cabinet, it's kind of a random hodgepodge of stuff. And I really wish that it would just smell like the baking spices. So like the cloves, the nutmeg, the star anise, you know, all of the cardamom, all of that delicious stuff. But yeah, that's what this is, you guys. It's all of those classic fall spices of the cinnamon. By the way, the cinnamon is not red hot cinnamon. It is a really delicious Ceylon cinnamon. You've got the nutmeg. You've got that beautiful clove note. You do smell some vanilla in here. I think it almost, to me, they call it vanilla bean shavings, but I feel like it smells a little bit more like vanilla extract in a way. I don't really pick up this tonka bean tea note. Nothing about this screams tea to me in any kind of way. I could maybe see a little bit of that like tonka bean for sure, but there is no tea note in here. As far as like the orange zest, I also don't necessarily pick up the orange zest. This really truly just smells like you are opening a spice cabinet that is full of all of the delicious fall spices that you would use in your pumpkin pie, in your pumpkin bread, anything else that you are making that is a classic fall dish where you would include the nutmeg, all of that kind of stuff. That's what this candle smells like. And what's really great about this scent, I think, is that it makes such a fabulous blender candle. So the way I've been using this is I've been burning it alongside some of these other fall candles. So for example, the warm Cinnabuns, the pumpkin waffles. I've been burning this alongside those to kind of amp up the spice factor a little bit more, and it's been so great for that. Now, this is also just kind of great on its own, but I tend to be more of a like spice with a gourmand component type of lover, I guess you could say. The spice on its own doesn't really necessarily do it for me, I think is what I'm saying here. I really like the spice to accompany some type of like foodie related note, whether it's cranberry or pumpkin or you know, like a Cinnabon type scent. That's really where I appreciate the spice the most. I don't appreciate it quite as much just on its own. But that being said, I feel like this is kind of a must try if you're a fall gourmand lover, just to have on hand to amp up the spice factor along any candle that doesn't have enough of that in it for your, you know, taste. So just light this bad boy up and it's gonna amp up the spice factor in the most beautiful, sophisticated way. This is not an overly spicy scent, but it definitely has all of those components that are mentioned in the description. And you know, you do have to love the cinnamon, you have to love the nutmeg. I don't think a person who doesn't like those fall or like autumnal spice type notes would care for this scent. So if that's you, definitely don't get this. But I think this is a great candle to have on hand for a lot of these other fragrances that I love burning during the fall months. And that's how I'm going to continue to utilize this one here. It's currently available in most of the formats. So obviously the large 2-wick. They are still doing the medium jars for now. It's available in the 3-wick. It's also available in the daylight. The wax melts are mostly sold out right now, but I think I may have already mentioned this in another video. I'm not sure what order these videos are going up, but they should be restocking the wax melts at some point in the near future. I think what happened is that once the fall fragrances were released, most people started purchasing these to be able to sample the fragrances with the wax melts, which is kind of a smart way to go, especially if you are new or kind of unfamiliar with Kringle. I think that is a great starting point. By the way, I use all of my Kringle wax melts in my Scentsy 25 watt warmers, and they do really well in there. So if you too are a Scentsy fan and you have a bunch of Scentsy warmers and you're looking to try some wax melts from a different company, I really actually recommend the Kringle wax melts. There was a time where I don't think they performed very well at all, but Kringle made some tweaks and they perform quite well now. In fact, with a lot of the scents that I started purchasing during the spring, summer, I noticed that they were lasting at least a minimum of 2 days for me. For a while there, I would get like a day out of a Kringle wax melt and then it would be done. So I do appreciate them amping up the fragrance in those in terms of making it last past just 1 day. The strength and the throw, let's get to that, guys. All right, so this one, again, a solid medium, almost kind of medium plus type scent in terms of strength. It's gonna be noticeable in your house, and it's probably going to permeate most of your house, to be totally honest. While this only has about a strength of like a 6.5, this one, for whatever reason, I think it's because of the specific notes that are in here, I smell this one throughout the bulk of the downstairs. I've kind of tested it just burning it on its own, and even just on its own without putting it alongside another gourmand that also has spice notes. Like, I smell fall spices around the entirety of the downstairs of the house. So I'm gonna put the throw at around like an 8.5. Like, she's a traveler for sure, but it's not going to be that super aggressive, like super strong spice. but it's very, very present. I think this is a great scent. I think it's kind of a unique type of scent because it really doesn't have the bakery to go alongside it. And it's also just kind of a classic. I think it's a classic take on the fall spices, and it's done really well. And if you're looking for something that will fill probably most of your home, I think this one will do it for you. So I'm a fan. Do I think that I would order multiples of this? I don't think so. Because I tend to burn it alongside other things, I don't feel like I need multiples of these necessarily, because I don't know that I would pair it with every single fall scent. Like if there's plenty of fall spice present in the fragrance that I'm burning, then I don't think I would need something like this. But if I have a candle that I want to add some spice to, so for example, if I wanted to turn one of my Homeworx farm stand peach candles into like a fall peach, I would bust out one of those farm stand peaches and light this bad boy up alongside, and it would give me that lovely like fall peach experience. So that's actually a really great combo. If you've never tried pairing those classic fall spices with a peach scent, it's actually a really lovely combination. So whether you have a peach from Bath & Body Works, Goose Creek, whoever, just get yourself a peach candle and burn this alongside. It's a really unique combination. So anyway, this one's definitely getting 2 thumbs up for me. It's very interesting and I'm a big fan. By the way, no issues with the burn quality. I feel like I haven't really done or addressed that in most of these videos, but like it's burning perfectly. I just lit this about 15 minutes ago just for this particular review. You can see it is already completely pulled all the way across, and this one gets a solid 1.5 inch wax pool going on it, so you're getting plenty of fragrance output from this for sure. So anyway, thanks Kringle for sending this one out. I'm a big fan, and if you too are a fan of the fall spices, I think you're gonna like this one. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch. Again, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Check out the description box on where to purchase Kringle Candle, and I will see you guys a little bit later on this afternoon for the next review. Take care. Toodaloo.